Greetings from the grave, Killer King of Crystal Lake, Zero Voorhees, flying solo this evening. I want to start off by wishing everyone a safe, happy, killer Halloween, no matter what it is you do. Whether you're going to kick back on the couch and watch horror movies, go trick-or-treating, go to a party, whatever it is, have a killer Halloween. You only get one of them a year, so make them count. Alright, let's go ahead and get into the news. And we're going to start off with something weird. This is just weird. I can't think of another way to say it. The other way I'd say it is, now? Now? Check it out. Go to Bloody Disgusting, and you will see a question posed on you. Do you want to see a movie based on Michael Jackson's Thriller video? I'm thinking no. If Michael Jackson ain't going to be in it, what's the damn point? And another point I have on it is, why are you bringing it up now? You couldn't have done it 10 years ago, 20 years ago? Now that Michael Jackson's dead, you want to make a movie and get everyone into the theater seats on the whole sympathy angle? I don't know, man. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Now, Real Effects Entertainment, they're trying to get Kenny Ortega, who directed the This Is It documentary video thing, and they want the Hangover writer, Jeremy Gerlich, to write the screenplay. The plot is being kept under wraps, but it has to do with the song's folklore involving Vincent Price and the town he grew up in. That's pretty much all that there is on it. So, honestly, this leaves a bad taste in my mouth. I'm going to be totally honest with you. A movie based on Michael Jackson's Thriller, yeah, 20 years ago, I would have been down to the ground like a turtle's nutsack. Now, I just see exploitation. That's all I see. I look at it, I'm looking at it right now, and all I see is a way for us to make money using a dead pop star's claim to fame. That's all I see. But let me know what you guys think. Would you want to see Michael Jackson's Thriller movie now? I mean, honestly, what's the damn point? Alright, here's another one for you. Remake news. MGM is still holding the rights to Child's Play, and they are stalling. They've been stalling for 3 years. 3 years! Now, we've talked about the Child's Play remake. We've talked about how, what's his damn name? Brad Dourif coming back as the voice of Chucky. However, MGM is not going to let it happen. I don't know if they're waiting for more money or what, but basically, it's not happening. It's been 3 years and it's still not happening. So if MGM keeps their fist grip locked tight on Chucky, he may escape the remake genre, if you want to call it that. The regurgitate trend. The re-rape. So, I'm telling you right now, I'm in MGM's corner. Because I like Child's Play. I like the first one. I like the second one. I even like the third one. Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky, not so much. But, still, I would hold those over a remake. Because, as we all know how I feel about remakes, it's just plain thievery. See, back in the day, I'm going to get all old man on you, uphill both ways in the snow. But back in the day, if you would have tried this shit, you would have been slapped with copyright infringement lawsuits all day long. Now, I don't know how or who figured out a way to loop it, but ever since, they've just been coming out. I don't even know if it even matters anymore. I mean, I really don't. Also, you guys go check out Saw 3D, but beware. We've all heard the final tagline before. The Final Destination. Well, guess what? Final Destination 5's on the way. The final chapter. Pfft, yeah, right. We got 6 more after that. 7 if you count the re-rape. So, is this really going to be the last Saw? We're just going to have to wait and see. Because what I think is going to be the same angle of, this is the last Saw, everyone's got to come in and see it, it's going to be, you know, it's the last one, if you were there for the first, you got to be there for the last. And everyone will think it's the last one, they'll flood the theaters, everyone will check it out and be like, oh, guess what? Saw, the lost chapter or some shit. So anyway, go check it out because Saw in 3D. I mean, it sounds like fun, but we'll see. Because I don't believe that final shit. I've been around too long to be believing final anything. All right. For any Wishmaster fans, there seems to be a spin-off or a new direction, but not a remake, and it's going to be called Jinn. If you go to Bloody Disgusting, you can see some photos from it, and the trailer will come out on Halloween. So I guess that'll be cool. Here's some good news. This is good news. They're like, oh, finally, he's going to have some good news. Behind the Mask 2. That's right. Production, filming, and everything is said to start in 2011. Bless the soul of whoever greenlit this. So now we have Hatchet 2, which is come and gone. And hopefully will be on DVD soon because I'm tired of waiting to see it. Got Laid to Rest 2 on the way. And now we're going to have Behind the Mask 2. This is the way to go. This is where you put your support. This is where you back it up. And just, that's where it's at. Sequel, sequel, sequel. You know, you could give me 15 crappy singles. Or sequels. Single sequels. You can give me like 80 of them. And I'm cool with it. You give me one remake and I'm going to blow my lid. I swear to God. Also on Bloody Disgusting, top 10 kills from the Halloween series. Check it out. It's kind of fun to read. But there's no Halloween 5 kills in it. And the number one Halloween kill, I wouldn't expect that to... I mean, I would expect it in the top 10, for sure. But what they picked as number one, no fucking way. So, what else do we got going on? Oh, yes. Paranormal Activity 3 has already got the green light. That's right, already. Yes, already. It's not even Halloween yet, and it already... Yeah, it is. With the success of Paranormal Activity 2 breaking the midnight release records, blah, 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 then, I mean, it's inevitable. Paranormal Activity 3, they want it out, ready, and done by next Halloween. Because as you know, last Halloween was Paranormal Activity 1, and it was a huge success. And I watched it. I wasn't blown away by it, but I wasn't terribly disappointed. From what I've heard about Paranormal Activity 2, is that it's a prequel of Paranormal Activity 1, so I guess Paranormal Activity 3 will pick up where Paranormal Activity 2 leaves off. Has everyone got that? Is everyone caught up? I know that's confusing. It confused me. So we'll just have to see on that. But, I mean, of course it is. And it's probably going to break more records and then Paranormal Activity 4. So it's called inevitability. It's basically beating a dead horse. You know, it's the same thing. I can't explain it, but of course it's going to happen. That's pretty much all the news. Also, don't forget, if you missed that Halloween documentary on AMC's bio channel or biography channel, something like that, it was killer. It was one of the best documentaries I've seen. It was better than His Name Was Jason. I haven't seen Never Sleep Again because I'm not going to sit through a DVD that just bashes on Jason to make themselves feel better. It's kind of like, well, it's kind of like the election season that's going on right now. You get one candidate and another candidate, and all they do is just talk shit about each other, but not one of them have said what they're going to do. Not one. I don't know about how it is in your state, but here in my state, we got 2 girls running for governor. 2 of them. I ain't a sexist. Alright? I'm in touch with my feminine side. I touch it every night. But we have 2 women running for governor, and not one of them has said what they're going to do for the state. What's our total? $600 billion in the hole. Our state. $600 billion in the hole. Our last governor who left, not Richardson, but Johnson, he left us with $300 million in the bank. In the bank. He left. He told the governor coming in, he was like, check it out. I got 300 in the bank, ready to go. You have a good one. And he took off, and he went and smoked some weed and climbed some mountains in Europe or Asia, some shit. Now we're $600 billion in a hole, and we got these chicks bickering at each other, and not one of them said nothing. And then we got, you know, and that's just the way these elections are. I think Jesse Ventura put it best when he said politicians are like wrestlers. On camera, they hate each other, but when the cameras go off and everything, they're sitting there having dinner together, ready to strike some deals to make everyone else rich. Because you got to remember, it's the rich. The politicians are rich. They're getting paid by the rich. They're getting coerced by the rich. It's all rich, 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 rich. That's why none of it really affects you until later down the line. The rich get results like that, but you ain't gonna feel the sting of it for a couple years. Getting all political in this bitch. It's because there's really no horror news. It's Halloween week. Everyone's getting ready to do it up. So let me go ahead and take a few minutes before we go on to killer questions to do a state of the grave address. Now basically what this is, we've been on this for, this January coming up will be 2 years. And I just want to say from the bottom of my blackened heart, with all my soullessness, I want to thank you guys for hanging with us and being with us and supporting us and taking a stand with us. And my state of the grave address is going to be broken down like this. I want you guys to support original horror, which I know you will, and I know you're all about. If you guys are down with remakes or whatever, you're either with us or against us. And Horror from the Grave, Jamie Myers, Zero Voorhees, has taken the stance that no more horror remakes. Enough. It was fun while it lasted, but it's getting ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And not just horror. It's spilling over now. Like I told you last week, True Grit. John Wayne gonna get remade. Mark Wahlberg gonna possibly be playing the Crow in a Crow remake. I mean, there's no respect anymore. That's what it's all about. Respect. You have to respect the classics and peoples who did it. And they're dead. They can't defend themselves. And you're grave robbing them. You're being necrophiliacs. You're fucking corpses. Just my opinion. So basically, there's a lot of killers that are in the Red Army, and I want them to shout out. I want them to put it out there that, hey, I'm writing this horror movie. How can you help me? How can we, get this graveyard really connected? Just to mention some names, there's the Demon Man, there's Just Twisted, Alex the Hellspawn, Anime Angel, who wrote a killer Halloween short story that I read it and I was like, this would be a kind of cool movie. This is kind of cool. I think it's The Omen of T-Berry or something like that. I think that's it. And I read it and I thought, this would make a good movie. It's a short story. So, of course, it would have to be expanded on, but I'm pretty sure she's got the, if she's got the talent to write that, she's got the talent to do more. And I just want all of the killers that have that talent to get it out there. I mean, just flood the market. Hey, tell me what you think of this and all that. Because that's what it's going to be about. That's what Serotonin was about. Showing you killers that, hey, it can be done. All you got to do is just go out there and do it. If it gets picked, I mean, don't make horror trying to be the next John Carpenter or Wes Craven. Because if you have that in your head, you're already in horror for the wrong reasons. Do it for horror. Period. And that's why Horror from the Grave is saying, you're either with us or against us. Stop sending me 50-page letters saying, oh, you got to see I Spit on Your Grave remake. It was so much better than the first and brr, 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 brr. No, it wasn't. Because they're not the first. They're taking somebody else's ideas, modernizing it, and then throwing it out for you guys to go to the theaters and waste your fucking money on something you've already seen before. You know the plot. You know the ending. You know the characters. Where's the surprise? Where's the entertainment? Just watch I Spit on Your Grave again. Save some money, stay at home. Anyways, I'll probably have more on this rant, but I'm running out of time. We're going to move on over. So, be right back.